Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, we have an awesome adventure planned. My wife and I are taking our 2023 Tesla Model 3 for a road trip and camping adventure. The goal here is to use FSD Supervised now for as much of this road trip as we can. We have an awesome itinerary. We're going here from northern Utah down to Page, Arizona, Lake Powell area, then going down to the Grand Canyon, checking that out, then down even further south to Sedona, check out some stuff there, and then up a little bit through Williams, heading over towards Las Vegas, and then back up to Utah. And we're gonna camp a few nights, stay in a hotel, and we want to, like I said, see how long we can use FSD, what it's like on a road trip, if it gets annoying, if it's, better than autopilot, which is what I'm used to. I've been using autopilot on road trips for every road trip I've actually done with the Tesla, and I've loved it. It's been so nice. You get to your destination, and I noticed that I'm definitely less tired, and it's just overall awesome. So I'm assuming FSD is going to be even better. Automatic lane changes, that kind of stuff, which is fairly new to me, and I'm very excited about that. But what I wanted to do is show you some of the essentials we're going to take that I think everybody should take when you're going on a road trip in a Tesla. And also some camping essentials that we're going to take. Obviously, I'm not going to show everything camping you should take, but stuff more geared towards Teslas in general, and same thing with a road trip. So in no particular order, let's get started. First and foremost, you want to take your mobile charger. So we have this here in a handy little case. We have a mobile charger. And then later on in the video, or part two, I'll get into this a little bit more, but we have our standard outlet, 9 volt, that we're taking, as well as the NEMA 1450, and an adapter for the 1450, let's get this out here, adapter the 1450 to a TT30, which some RV parks, that's the only thing they have. So we have that we're taking. This is essential on any road trip. You never know what you could run into. Maybe a supercharger is unavailable, or you're in a place that you end up going to that doesn't have a supercharger, and you need the mobile connector to get you by. So essential on every single road trip. I would always have this with you. So that's first thing. Second thing, of course, is the adapter. You definitely want to have this for the standard charge point chargers, that kind of thing. And then I also like to have this Karen lock, I guess what they call it, so when you're charging, I'll put a little video here, when you're charging, it can't be released. So that's essential. I always have this with me regardless. Next thing I like to take is this kind of rescue air compressor and sealant mix. Get that here. So it has a sealant, so if you do get a puncture and you're far away enough that roadside assistance is going to take, 5 hours or whatever, which where we're going, it's pretty remote. So you can fill up your tires with a sealant, and you also have an air compressor in there. So that's essential for just emergencies. Hopefully I never have to use this, don't ever want to. Or hopefully if that does happen, I'm in a city that has, Tesla roadside service. But this is essential to have, I think, on any road trip as well, especially when you're going somewhere more remote. And on that line, a good PSI air pressure, little digital guy here. That's always good to have. You can't always, you have it in your car, it tells you what the pressure is, but that's not entirely accurate, and sometimes you need to know when you're filling up exactly what it is, which I guess you'd say that is pretty accurate, but this is always good to have. So there's that. Another thing to throw in here is I always bring pucks, the little jack pucks. So for example, if you did get in a tight situation where you need to replace your tire, hopefully it never happens, but if you do and you go to a tire shop in some small town, they don't know about Teslas that you have to have an adapter to jack up the car. You don't want them damaging your car, so it's always important to carry these with you. I got this 4-pack on Amazon, it works great. Next thing that I don't think a lot of people think about is I like taking glass cleaner with me, because on road trips, especially in the rural areas, you get a lot of bugs, you get dirt, and I like to keep my windshield clean, and then my camera's clean. So every time I go to a supercharger, if it's been raining or if there's bugs or something, I will grab this out of my trunk, go around, clean the camera a bit, the front camera, the side cameras, the rear camera, and just the windshield. It's just good to have, cleans up. You don't have to stop at a car wash. You always have clear cameras, and it's just a good safety thing and also comfort. There's that. So those are the kind of essential road trip things in my opinion. You know, you could go, there's more things you could get if you really want to be prepared with, especially camping, tracks to put on your tires if you get stuck, that kind of stuff. But I think these are the essentials that you for sure always want to have. Then let me show you a couple cool things for camping. We got this mattress that is designed for the Tesla Model 3 from Lost Horizon. I will show this here in a minute, but this thing is awesome. It fits very well to the Model 3. They also make them for the Model Y and for the S, I believe. Fits in there nice. Put the seats down. You can camp, use camp mode while you're charging at night, and just more comfort. And can't beat that. You don't have to have a tent, pads, all that kind of stuff. You just have that. And along with that, I got these window covers off Amazon. I'll show these more detailed later on what they're like, but they black out your windows essentially. So you can have a good night's sleep, privacy, you don't have a lot of light coming in, just a general good thing to have if you want to camp in your Tesla. So those are the essentials we have. And then to the most important part I will show you is planning your trip. All right, planning your trip, the most essential part of a Tesla road trip. Obviously you need to know where you can charge. You don't want to get stranded. That's the worst thing that can happen. So what I like to do is use a better route planner. They have a website app. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard of this, but I'll show you a bit anyways because it's awesome. It's what I definitely use. You go in here, you plug in your locations, where you're starting, your stops you want to hit, and then you can even add in either your model, or you can connect your car to the app, and it pulls all the data, state of charge, range, at the current state of charge, inside temp, outside temp, watt hours per mile, odometer, all that, and it takes that into account when you're planning, and so it knows where you're gonna, you know, how your state of charge when you arrive at these locations. So pretty cool. You put those where you want to go in, click plan, plans it out, load here for a sec. And also while this is loading, I like to use this, and then also on the trip, I like to use obviously the Tesla navigation. That gives you real-time data as you're going. As far as, you know, if you can make it to a supercharger, if that supercharger is full, etc. But this is a good starting point, get you going. And it maps out here for you where you need to stop, what's your battery percentage when you get there, how long it'll be when you leave, estimated time. I've personally found that the estimated time is a little bit exaggerated, these numbers, and I usually charge faster. However, I've heard other people say the opposite, that it's longer. So take that with a grain of salt, but this gives you a good average of where it's gonna be. There's a few things that doesn't take into account, like for example, in Coral Pink Sand Dunes, we're going to charge at the campsite up to 100% overnight. So this, I believe, will take out this charger, but this gives you the general idea of where you need to charge, how long. You can plan it out. Like here at the Grand Canyon, obviously you're gonna make some stops. So here it might say, you know, at Page, Arizona, we need to charge up to 91%, but I know, hey, I'm gonna make some stops in the Grand Canyon. Let's get up to 100% just so we for sure have enough to as a safety net. But this is where I start with. This is essential for any Tesla road trip. You've got to make sure you're planning your locations out, where superchargers are. If your hotel has a charger, your Airbnb, you want to plan all of that out, obviously, to make sure you don't get stranded. So this is our itinerary. Very excited to get going, see how FSD handles this, and have fun. So we will show you along the way. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, here we are on a white, beautiful day. As you can see, nice and sunny. It's been a while since we have some good sun like this in Utah. It's warming up, so we're loving it. So far, FSD has been doing great. We no issues, and it's honestly been pretty sweet. Like I've noticed when we're in the carpool lane, if somebody is pretty slow, it'll get out and go around. So no complaints there. Our efficiency is about 246 watt hours per mile, so that's doing pretty good. And well on our way to the E5 supercharger. So far so good with FSD, loving it, and we'll see you at the next supercharger. All right, we have made it to this supercharger. Interesting thing you got to watch out for when you're sometimes coming to new superchargers is, for example, these chargers over here are 250 kilowatt chargers, and these are 150 that you see here. So a lot of people will come, they'll instantly see these, park here, and they're getting slower charging speeds than they could be if they literally just went around. So anyways, quick stop, bathroom stop. We are only honestly need to charge here for about 5-10 minutes, so that's not bad at all. And then we will be on our way to the next stop, which is Beaver, Utah. All right, we have made it here at the Beaver Supercharger in Utah. We made it with about 14%. We just got to charge up here. The campground does have the RV charger, but I never trust those fully. So we're gonna charge up just a little bit more just to make sure we can get out if needed. But FSD have been great so far. Super nice, feels like I'm a passenger, honestly, just chilling as we drive. So been great, excited to see how it keeps doing once we get a little bit in the back roads and off the freeway. So. All right, we are off from this supercharger. FSD is taking us away, and we are supposed to arrive at the campground with about 44%, it is telling me, which is more than enough. We did a little extra this time, like I said, just because first time camping, and just want to make sure the RV charger works and get us to the next town if it doesn't work. So here we go, merging on the freeway now. And we got some mountainous areas too, so we'll see how FSD handles that. Maybe check back in and go from there. All right, here we are on a mountain pass. FSD is handling this great. We were behind a box truck and going around. When there's an open passing lane, it just opens for passing lane for not too long, and it just went right for it. So that's cool. However, it does make me wonder, at what point will FSD be good enough where it can pass on a non-passing lane, well, I guess a passing lane, but not, pass around into the other lane. That will be next level. Kind of makes me, I've honestly never thought about that until being on this road, that I realized, oh wow, I wonder at what point that's going to be able to happen. So anyways, food for thought, but so far so good as we head up this mountain. All right, we have arrived at Coral Pink Sand Dunes. As you can see out there, we have beautiful pink sand dunes, or orange, I guess, orangish pink. But we have made it. We made it with about 45%. So we're actually good to make it to the next city, but might as well charge up to 100%, be ready to go for tomorrow. Keep camp mode running all night. So let's go ahead here and get our charger and look at what we need to do to charge. So we got our different outlets here. We have the TT30 adapter and the NEMA 1450, and then your standard outlet. So before you mess with anything, you want to make sure that the breakers are off. That's a big thing. And then of course we're going to do the 1450 adapter because it's going to charge a lot faster than with the TT30, but it's always good to have one of these in case there isn't a 1440. So we'll just go ahead here and put that guy down, connect this, check the breakers off, which it is, plug that guy in, flip flip the breaker on, and then let's go ahead over and see how she does. We have a green light, so we're good to go. And another big thing too is it's not too hot out here, but if you're in a hot area, especially if you're using an extension cord, it's a good idea to uncoil your charger completely, just so if it's coiled, sometimes it can keep that heat, and I've seen extension cords melt before. So plug her in, let's see if we get the green light, and yep, green light. So we'll check here, go inside, and look what we got here. Alrighty, it looks like we are charging at 32 amps. So another tip you want to do with a lot of these, I don't know if this is fully necessary, but I like to do it, is just lower this by like 8 to 80%. I mean, we're gonna charge up for sure by the nighttime. It just doesn't use all the amperage. A little safer in my opinion. So let's go ahead and test the TT30 and see what kind of amperage we're getting into that. So here we're at the 32 amp max charging speed. We're getting 6 kilowatts. Actually, let's see what it is all the way at 32. So 7 kilowatts. 8 looks like, which is pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and test that TT30 as well. First thing is first is we're gonna switch the breaker off for safety. Pull this guy out, and then let's go ahead and we'll plug the 1440 into the adapter here, just like so. A little tight. And then let's go ahead and put that TT30 in there, like so as well. Boom. And then we'll flip that breaker up. And let's go over here and check this out. Plug the car back in. Green light. Where are you? Okay, green light. Go in here and let's see. Interesting. It says 32 amps. But there's no way that's coming. Oh, wait, there we go, with 3 kilowatts. So 32 amps, but only 3 kilowatts. So 11 hours. That's going to take quite a bit, especially on this TT30 adapter. I would take your amperage down quite a bit as well. And I don't know the exact what that should be. I'll probably put that up as a pop-up, but you definitely want to keep that amperage down on those outlets. But and you see we have 17 hours and 25 minutes remaining. So not ideal. We'll definitely sticking with the 1450 on this one. All right, we got our fancy cushion here. This thing is seriously awesome. This is the first time we've used this, and if you see, it fits perfectly. If you come around here and look, you got a lot of space. It opens up here and kind of flattens this out, so you have a lot of arm space and whatnot. It looks absolutely awesome. It does self-inflate, but you can get a little pump, just makes it quicker. Man, it took literally like 30 seconds to fill up. Super cushiony. It has a little bit of foam in there as well as air. I am super excited to sleep on this. This has got to be better than a tent. And so we're excited. We'll get that completely set up. We brought some pillows and comforter and all that good stuff. So far, first impression of Tesla camping in a Model 3. Very excited. Good stuff. All right, we have made it sunset time. What a beautiful place to be. If you look around, we have a beautiful sunset and pink dunes all around us. Cannot beat it. So far today was a success. Well, not so far. Today was for sure a success. We got the car charging down there, worked perfectly. The cushion is set up and ready to go to the bed, and couldn't beat it. FSD worked flawlessly. We got here safely. That's the most important thing. And I felt like I was a passenger the whole time. So you can't beat that. And also you can't beat this place here. So thank you for watching it up until now. We will have definitely more adventures to come. Lake Powell, Grand Canyon, Sedona, Arizona, Las Vegas. Lots more to come, lots more Tesla content, and some outdoors. Good stuff. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.